Okay, let me get this here. All right, cool. All right, cool. There we go. Let me get this fixed up here. And we're back for our second of our doubleheader. I wouldn't have done this if I wasn't going to do this tomorrow or the next day. So I wanted to get this taken care of. Hey, what's up, Riley? How you doing, man? And Brandon, and of course Dakota, and of course, even though Dakota's not booked on the main show, it does, however, involve him in the sense that the winner of this will get to face off against the winner of JW Caliber and Dakota on the next show. But also, I want to say, great to see you as well, Riley. And also, I'm happy to say for Jesse Jackhammer that I'm happy to say that Jesse has finally been signed to Blue Toad Wrestling, so I'm happy to have him back. And also, speaking of, and of course, Griffin Gamer, we saw him in the previous stream. Well, there he is in the fourth match as he takes on Captain Danger. Captain Feed Danger, apparently. But Captain Danger nonetheless, as he is accompanied by Professor Kyle Akers, of course, the guy with the green hair and the suit and tie. And of course, Stargamer. But that's just but of course that is the fourth match. There you see our main event. Yep, that's what he looks like. But now he looks more Bowser-like, of course. And also hello to Aaron. I've seen Aaron before. Okay, and I see Sly. Oh yeah, let me finish the rest of this really quickly. Okay. Ugh. Just letting people know. I'm doing pretty well there, Mr. Carlos. And I saw Spike, aka Brandon Cornwell. And let me see, is AJ? Oh, there's AJ. There you are. By the way, Violet is going to be in the first match. And in fact, we're going to start that show right now. And welcome back, Tenu Miyalagan. And Tenu, it so happens that you are in the second match of our show, which was why I mentioned it. All right. Enough talk. Let's get right to it. And it just so happens that we have Nyla, who is taking over. Let me get my my challenge.com thing. But it's great to see everybody here. Some big stars here. Awesome, man. So we have... Oh, right. I forgot. I got to get my pop-out chat. What am I doing? So we have Neela and Violet Utaker. Of course, Neela comes from the Sly Cooper series. And of course, Violet is the niece of one AJ Koolkid. Well, the character AJ Koolkid. All right. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Beat that traitor. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Neela was friends with Sly and Carmelita at one point. And of course, there's the Warrior Empress. Everybody saying hello to each other and welcome to the fireworks. This is our... There it is. We are live in Winnipeg, Canada. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, to be more precise. And introducing first her opponent, that is Neela.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Triangle of Terror from India, the Outlaw.
It is pretty cool that I can control the pyro. But yeah, ever since she betrayed, Sly and Carmelita, they've been, I might need to fix Violet's lighting on the entrance. Oh, I see. I'll have to do that off camera then. Oh, hey, Reese Burt, I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, most people might know Reese Burner, especially the older fans might know him best as the Insane One. Great to see you there, Insane. Or Reese, I guess I can call you. Okay. Oh, I see. So, yeah, because you can't see her.
And her opponent, representing Pretty Mean Sisters, from parts unknown, the Super.
Yeah, I'll have to fix the lighting.
Tag Team Champion, Princess Violet You.
Of course, the only way you could really see her is through the pyro. And as you can see, she is the 1/4 of the Four Toads champions, which is our quad titles, which, in other words, it's a 4-person team championship. And then, oh, wait a minute. Nyla was trying to go for Violet at the start of the match, but accidentally clocked the referee by mistake. All right, well, match underway. And this is under normal match rules, but right now the referee is out. And a crossbody onto Violet to start off with. Although Violet, nope, gets clobbered herself as was intended. And then a kick to the back. Well, now the referee finally gets right back up. And then, oh, backbreaker right to the knee. I thought she was going for a power bomb, but instead ended up landing on the knee. That has to hurt. And so does that. I mean, Violet just hasn't been able to get off the blocks. Back elbow on Neela. And now Violet, popped right in the face. But then a Shining Wizard. Well, that's the name of the move. And now a pin. 1, 2, no. Go back to the zoo where you came from. I don't even know if she was from the zoo, as Neela just got the knees from Violet, and then an elbow to the leg, close to the knee, and then gets the knees to the back. How knee-centric of me. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the diamond that's portrayed by Endo Girl, that is Diamond from American Gladiators, along with Laser and Ice Baby. And then the Princess Flip, well, that's what Violet calls that move. The Princess Flip, however, moves her away from the ropes, then goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. Object is to pin your opponent's shoulder to the mat for the count of 3, or force your opponent to submit. And now Violet throwing hands on Neela. And now goes for the Reaper's Grasp. But escapes does Neela. But before Neela could escape fully out of the ring, now going for the Dragon's Bite. Now going for the Dragon's Bite on Neela. But Neela, calm and composed, gets out of it with a couple of knees herself. Pun intended. And then, ooh, nice head scissors takedown. And then, Violet. Well, I'm not sure what Violet was going to do, but Neela stopped it and hits a slingshot. And hello to Beast there. And a cutter. But yeah, unfortunately you're not booked, but I can do some bonus matches afterwards. Well, time permitting, obviously. And 1, 2. Kicked out by Violet. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah, let me put Carlos back on the list. There we go. Back to the match, though. Welcome to Beast. Wait, 1, 2. No. Let me see. Right now, Violet. Of course, you'll notice it's abbreviated Vi for Violet. Hey, what's up, Tammy? By the way, Tammy, you were in the previous show in the main event, but it's also nice to have you on the show. I do have room, but I hope to see you more and more as we go along there, Mr. Beast. Not the YouTuber Mr. Beast, but you know what I mean. But as that happens, now busted open is Violet. I don't think we've ever seen Violet get bloodied up before, although out of character. That was because beforehand, women were not allowed to bleed. But in this game, you can. Well, the women can. All right, back in character now. Now the count is up to 7. Now, these two... All right, well, Neela gets thrown back in the ring. Okay. All right, let me put Tammy on there. And now another Dragon's Bite, but again, Neela gets out of it. Okay, so you've seen Beast before. See, not to say I didn't know of him, but I wasn't sure, what kind of a person, this Beast was. And whether he was like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Though I wouldn't have minded if that was the case. All right, now Violet going with a couple of kicks to the leg of Neela. Although, I'm not sure why Violet's also targeting Chris Benoit. And then a spin kick by Neela. Although Neela, Neela? No way. Oh, into the one-winged angel a la Kenny Omega. 1, 2, 3, and Neela gets the win. Well, that's got to be a major upset, given that Violet is a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. And of course, Neela did take over the spot of Jen Corso. So Violet was supposed to face off against Jen Corso, but of course, obviously, because Jen couldn't get back on the show, now Neela has to face off against Lioness, or not Lioness, but rather her replacement. And if I forgot who the replacement was, but I'll have to go back and rectify that. There we go. Fearless champ. All right, not a problem there, Amanda Rose. And also, there's Atticus. Is Ezra booked today? Let me check. No, he's not. And all right, let me put your name down too there, Spike Ryan. Let me get All right, there we go. We got it. Hey, what's up, Captain Danger? Man, some of the big stars are coming in here, man. All right. And if I remember, all right, so next up is going to be Naji and Tenu Miyalagan. And you know what? We'll go right with that. But I would have preferred you going with Ezra instead, given he's the one who's who's been cutting promos on Jose. Yeah. Well, hey, that was AJ's decision, not mine. I'll just say that.
Making his way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine from Newark, New Jersey, weighing in at 270 pounds, Nick D.
All right, I'll have to do that when, yeah. All right. Can you replace Vera with Ezra? I'll do that. So anyway, Neela will move on to the quarterfinals to meet up with Lioness's replacement. I'll have to look back and see who Lioness got replaced with. But here's somebody who wasn't replaced, and that is our good friend Naji, who is part of the Diamond World Order. Yes, there is we have a DWO, and it's the Diamond World Order. So I'm fine with that. Oh, I see. Well, I have Revy and I have you, Atticus. So I have the two of you, you know, Revy and yourself. So while Tenu had the first round bye, Naji had to beat Leo Angel to get to this point in the tournament.
And his opponent, representing the Generation, weighing in at 240 pounds, 10 Nose Meteorologist.
Well, I can't add every single one of them. I mean, you just have to, you know, let me know on a personal level who's going to be on it. Like, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be practical here. But I have Revy and I have Atticus, so you could just name a couple of people, and I'll put them on the list. That's all I'm going to do. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be practical here. But yeah, I have Revy and Atticus on the list already. No, not you. I'm talking to Atticus, though.
There are no pinfalls, submissions,
Okay, cool. So I got Rose, Lily, and then Lissa and Sarah. I'm cool with that.
The remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the
Oh yeah, and to an extent, yeah. I think I remember you said Diamond from American Gladiators wanted in on this. I can't talk. Forgive me. I'm just trying to keep up with the orders here, or the requests. I should say. Excuse me. Okay, Laser, and then I believe it was Lissa and Sarah. If I can get this stupid pen to work, that is. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. All right, now let me share this with Naji while I have a chance here. And, of course, this is going to be in a dumpster match. Oh, yeah, Ice Ice Baby. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Let me get each of them here. Wait, what do you mean by that, Jose? Like, I have a championship to represent that, and you have the championship in your possession, Jose. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because you have it. Like, you have the title. Like, what else is there to say? Anyway, back to the match. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Landed right on the dumpster. Oh, so you're gonna do a what is it? A playthrough on what is it? Or did you mean like you uploaded a belt of your own for the show? Well, I already got one. I mean, sure, you could still make it, and if I like it, great, I'll get it, but I already have it, just so you know. Like, I didn't want you to like go through all that trouble only for me not to use it. I mean, I'll consider it, but whether I actually do it or not, that's another story. Now the arenas, now that might be another story, because I know that Jose can make the arenas. I know he's done work with them. So when it comes to arenas, I know that Jose has done very well with that. And wow, what a slam onto Tennu. Right. Although maybe if you can make a women's championship, hopefully that one will work best, though. You know what? I'll give you the women's championship to make, since, the one that... Because the men's title that... Alicia made, that works, but the women's championship, if you can get that, I'll be that would be awesome, though. Anyway, okay, there we go. I wanted to share this with Najee before I forgot. There we go. Pragmata, Anyway. Now sent back inside the ring is Najee. It's the same one you made on 24. And right now, Najee, slowly but surely, working over Tennu. Well, it looks like Jose is in demand when it comes to arenas, which is not that, which is definitely in high regard, I can tell you that. Although right now, Tennu going to look to close the book on Najee, but Najee gets out of the dumpster. Look, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just I'm trying to be practical here. I can only, I can't always accept every little thing that you have. It's just because either somebody either made it beforehand or, it's too much to keep up with, even for me. So it's like, and again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be practical here. And sometimes I just have to But yeah, and also if Jose can't do it or is unable to do it, I also understand too. But as it is, I will say that each of you have done a great job in one aspect or another, though. So I want to at least give you the respect that you deserve. And by you, I mean Jose and Alicia and, you know, Atticus, AJ. I do. I want to give you the respect that you guys are due, really. Because I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to come up with all of this stuff. I was trying to allow the titles to match the theme of the shows, which, fair enough, that's what we should do. And as that happens, set right into the dumpster is Tennu. I mean, how much more can Tennu take here? As Tennu just got double axe handled. Anyway, while we were talking about like the makings of our shows and everything like that, so Vera, it looks like Vera's not clear to wrestle yet, so a replacement will be needed. So we'll have to draft in a replacement for that War Games match. I know for a fact that Jose's going to have his guys, the house, to back him up. Although it would be cool to see, you know, Diamond Sky versus Diamond Light versus Diamond from American Gladiators. Now that would be something. All right, so it looks like Diamond from American Gladiators is considering putting herself out there to be picked to take over for Vera. Although Vera might look to get Ezra instead, given that Ezra has a beef with Jose Blanco, the character. And Temple is going to go for Tennu Miyalagin to win, although, I think Tennu might have just gotten his second win. And he throws him over and into the dumpster. Now he's going to try to slam it shut the other way, but not quite. And a trash lid just got thrown. And it looks like Tennu has just been busted open. Hiya, Crushing Kelly. And as that happens, Nachi goes up to the top and delivers the elbow right to the back. Maybe even to the back of the head. Oh, man. I mean, how much more can Tennu take here? Hey, what's up, Ty? Although, thrown right back inside the dumpster. And now, Tennu going to try to close the lid, but he still can't do it. But then gets reversed back into the dumpster. Well, there's Ezra. And by the way, Ezra had a tremendous match on the last show on Backlash against Axe of Demolition. However, Tennu, back elbow to Tennu. So Vera is asking Ezra to take her spot. And as mentioned before, Ezra does have a beef with Jose as well, but certainly not to the level that AJ has with him. The character Jose, not the real guy. All right, now Tennu. Nope. Oh, let me check. Let me check really quickly there, Miss. Well, no, you're not booked, but that's not to say you're not making any appearances, because you are. Like, you are going to be out there to help out with, your friends and family, to accompany them to the ring and things like that. But let me see. Do I still have you? No, I don't have you. Let me put you on the list there, Kelly. Crushing Kelly. I'm very sorry about that, Tenu. Just not a good day for Tenu, but hopefully we'll see him get back to his winning ways before long. Oh yeah, so for those who want Crushing Kelly, that is the hashtag. But for Najee, this victory... Wait, Colton? Wait, did I have... Okay, Colton. I got Colton here. Let me catch up on the chat again. So for Najee, in the next round, by the time we get to round 3, he'll be facing off against Kaiser Hart. Is Najee. But up next, we go straight into our next match because it does involve a member of the Black family. Well, the surname Black is what I mean by that. But up first is her opponent.
Making her way to the ring from parts unknown, the Monster Princess.
You're going nowhere. So, of course, Bowsette was originally supposed to face off against Speranza Dancy, but again, we were unable to come to terms with a new contract. Despite the fact that, in character she's supposed to be my boo. The House of Black? Yeah, we can just call it like that. But while Bowsette did win after getting a first round bye, as did Speranza, Speranza unfortunately was unable to continue. No, well, not unable to continue, but because of the lack of a contract, we had to have someone new step in, and that is this woman.
And her opponent, representing
Revy Black.
from Tokyo, Japan.
So she's an alternate for Speranza Dancy. So she is a wolf. She is a wolf girl, or a Nekul, if you will. I was thinking of adding another Nekul, but I didn't want to do it without asking, not just Revy, but also Maddie and Damien, the Shelley twins. I didn't want to do that. But as it is, you have one half of the Sakura Warriors taking on Bowsette, as Bowsette herself is a former 3-time Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. I see. Well, of course, if you're Bowsette, Bowsette might have went a little too quick. Wait, where did Jose say? Wait, did he say it in the... Hang on. Well, we still have that War Games match, so either way, you're going to have to... Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw the Discord. But on the other hand, AJ picked him out. Like, I didn't have anything to do with it, and they didn't have anything to do with it, so even still... You know, this whole thing is between you and AJ at the end of the day, though. And as that happens, Revy with a spin kick. I mean, also I should mention that, you know, Revy wouldn't seem out of place when it comes to the Mushroom Kingdom because, you know, you have Tanukis and you have, you know, cats there. So, you know, she wouldn't be out of place, though. Well, in a sense, yes, but that's mainly because you wanted that. But really, though, this is like whoever wins goes to face off against the winner of, you know, JW and Dakota, because that's really what it is. But for Jose, if you're gonna take it out on them, do it during the match. Don't do it like outside of it. That's all I will say. All right, so Sly wants a match too. Okay, let me get Sly. There we go. And as that happens, well, went for the moonsault, but just missed. Did Bowsette. I forgot to mention this is a no-holds-barred match, so while the match can still be won by pinfall or submission, in the ring, there are no countouts or disqualifications. So, you know, anything goes between these two. I'm not sure if Griffin is in the chat, but I'll let him know if he isn't, that his match is after this one. Right. All right. Well, I already put you on the list there, Crushing Kelly. You're on the list already. Although oh, I forgot Revy's has a match of her own. So all right. But thank you to Atticus for adding, you know, Rose, Lily, and Sarah and Lissa, among others. And then continuing to go for the moonsault, but either missing or getting the knees instead. No, wait, off the ropes, and I just noticed that Remy has been busted open. And now Revy with that chair hits Bowsette with it. Although Bowsette trying to get right back up again. A moonsault. And a series of moonsaults. Wow. Okay, 1, 2. No, kick out. And now, wait, a small package onto Revy. 1, 2. No, kick out by Revy. And a crossbody that misses. But then a European uppercut. And then a running elbow onto Bowsette. But was unable to use it. Clothesline. And wow, look at the blood on Revy. But I was the one who made the challenge, Ezra. I'm the one that should be getting the punishment. And by all rights, that is true. You know, but as far as Jose, and I know he can hear me, this thing is just between you and AJ. And while that's happening, Revy Black does beat a former 3-time world champion in Bowsette. And that's in spite of the fact that she got busted open. Hopefully we can get someone to help clean her up. Like some medical help. And although what, Ezra said, I mean, it's like, really, like, all you have really to lose is your pride. And sometimes I honestly think your pride is what's getting in the way, if I'm being completely honest with you. Not really. But as it is, Revy gets to face off against Cheyenne in the quarterfinals of the Queen of the Ring. And that's what's up next. But really, who am I to say? Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't happen without my say-so, because at the end of the day, this is my show. Like, even though you guys are the stars, and I appreciate all the contributions that you guys have made, at the end of the day, it's my show. Like, that's all I'm going to put it at. But as it is, we go from all of that to a match between Captain Danger and Griffin Gamer. I'm not sure if Griffin is still in the chat. I believe Captain Danger is, but let me just get Mr. Griffin and let him know that his match is up next as part of the King of the Ring tournament. I certainly don't want to ruin this for him or for Mr. Captain Danger, though. Yeah, either that or maybe just get your Diamond World Order guys to help you out. Well, sans Najee, since he just had a match. But I understand, really, Ezra can stay, if anything, because I know he wants Jose that bad. So anyway, for Captain Danger, he had a first-round bye and was originally supposed to face off against Killian Utaker, but we have yet to reach an agreement on a contract, much in the same way that some of our other competitors have. And taking his place is Griffin Gamer. Okay. And while that's happening, let me get him. Hold on. Yes. Oh, I see. It's just unfortunate that it happened that way. Oh yeah, Mr. Griffin Gamer. Yep, there's Captain Danger. Tap team matches? What are tap team? I know what tag teams are, but what's a tap team match? Oh, this is not a tag team match. This is one-on-one. It's just that each person has two managers in this case. Oh. Okay. There's Griffin there. All right, let's get to it. Oh, there's Griffin. W, I'm on screen. Yeah. So, as mentioned before, Griffin is taking over the spot of Killian as an alternate.
Representing the Varsity Club from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, weighing in at 600 pounds.
My pleasure there, Mr. Griffin. So there he is in the black shirt with the Canadian flag. That's how you know that it's him instead of the actual Bowser. But he's also accompanied by Professor Kyle Akers. There he is in that lab coat. And then, of course, he's also accompanied by Star Gamer in the in the Rosalina colors that he has. Very funny there, Patty. And, of course, they are all part of the Gamer Squad. Hashtag Gamer Squad. And then Captain Danger says that Griffin is. Hold that thought.
From North Carolina, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Captain.
So Captain Danger, that would be the guy with the purple hair and that scary face that he has. That's Captain Danger. And he says that Griffin reminds him of Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar if they were somehow combined into the man that is Griffin Gamer. And that's more of a compliment because you're being compared to like two great wrestlers is what Captain Danger is getting at. But he's accompanied by Jamar and Wally. All right, match underway. Here we go. And wow, I did not realize that Griffin could do a barrel roll. And then a body splash, but, well, Griffin was able to get out of that. And then, well, yeah, too much power as he was able to overturn him. And now what's Griffin going to do? Oh, just stops him with his big feet. Well, then again, Bowser has big feet, so what am I saying? But Captain Danger, of course, does not lack in power, that's for sure. And then, oh, wow, nice enziguri by Griffin. And now, wait, what's Griffin doing? Oh, he just pulled his arm out of socket, though. Anyway, this is a normal match, by the way. I forgot to mention that part. And Griffin was doing another roll, but it was telegraphed and a submission attempt, but too close to the ropes. And then Griffin, I'm surprised Griffin has the agility that he's got for a large Bowser. And now, wait a minute, what's he doing here? Oh my gosh, trying to decapitate the guy. Off the ropes, and, well, nice counter there by Captain Danger. And then Griffin gets sent onto the outside on that brick floor. Even though it is padding, I mean, there's not a lot of padding, but there is padding, though. And then a body splash. And then Griffin, well, sends him right back inside the ring. Then gets a hold of Captain Danger, but also ran over the referee. I've never seen that before. I've never seen Griffin, or anybody for that matter, run over the referee. But then Griffin, a German suplex, and then a clothesline. 1, 2, no, kick out by Griffin. Oh, that was close. Oh, Griffin almost got beat there. Nope. Just when you thought you have him down, you don't. And I mean, nice rollover. What was it? I forget the name of that move. A barrel roll face buster. That's what we'll call it. Anyway, now goes for the cover. Although, wait, ref! Oh my gosh, I did not think that Griffin was going to cheat, but yet he did. But then again, that's kind of the Bowser that he is. Although this time goes for a more legitimate pin. 1, nope, kick out. And now Griffin roars like the Bowser that he is, and might have telegraphed it one time too many. Although a cross body, with all the force that he has, like a bowling ball or a cannonball or a wrecking ball. But now Captain Danger in trouble. Another rolling face buster. Oh, but Captain Danger, well, tried to go for the bear hug, but it's kind of hard to do that against Griffin. As Griffin, oh, that was a brain buster. And then a running knee. And especially with those knee pads. Oh. And now Griffin, no. You know, just when you think you have Captain Danger down, you don't. But then Captain Danger sends him outside. SWO stands for the Shield World Order. And then a suplex right on the apron. That's got to definitely do some damage to Griffin. And now Griffin holding his head after getting smashed onto the floor. Now these guys have to get back inside the ring by the count of 10. Otherwise, risk a count out and lose possibly. And then a running knee onto Captain Danger. But now what's... No, wait. Now the count is up to 7, though. And then another running knee. Guys, get back in the ring. Well, Griffin gets back in. Oh, both guys got back in. I don't know how, but I forget what Captain Danger is going to call this, but 1, 2, 3, and Captain Danger got the win off of the deep six or whatever he's going to call it. But hey, what's up, Jamar? And you just saw your friend Captain Danger get a big win over Griffin Gamer. But I got to say, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen. You know, between two guys that have never fought each other. I mean, there were several times I thought Griffin had it won. But it just goes to show the experience of one Captain Danger, who is a former 4-time Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. But I have a feeling that we haven't heard the last of Griffin Gamer. Well, just like James Bond, Griffin will be back. But for now, Captain Danger is the winner. What a match, folks. Okay. All right, come on. Although I will say this though, Jamar, you will be back in time for. In fact, you'll have a match, 2 matches from now, Jamar. And I'll just tell you, your opponent is going to be Ryo. Okay, seriously, game or not game, but challenge.com. But while we do that, we move over to the women, and we have. In fact, we're just going to go to the next match because it will involve. We had Captain Danger, but now we get to have Lady Danger and Sarah Richards, who is, of course, a friend of the family of Atticus and Kelly and Ezra, among others. And in fact, that match is up next. And there you see her, Sarah Richards. And this time around, she is going to be accompanied by Damian Richards, her husband, and by Alexander Richards, of whom is Damian's brother. And of course, Lady Danger will be accompanied as well. But you know, on a shoot, I want to say, you know, thank you to.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring.
Hold that thought.
Representing Chaos from Paris, France, the Cyborg Psycho.
Anyway, what I was trying to say before long was I want to give a shout out to Captain Danger and Griffin for putting on potentially the match of the night, if not one of the matches of the night, because I thought that was a great match, what you guys put on together, man. But anyway, here is Sarah. Yeah, put a lot of work into it, and I you know, and it fits the character of Sarah Richards. Now, while Lady Danger had a first round bye, she beat Mai in round 2. And then Sarah also had a first round bye. And at the time, if I remember or recall correctly, at the time she beat Warrior Empress. Mind you, that was before Warrior Empress became the Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion at the time. So as far as I understand it, aside from Carmelita, the only other person that has recently beaten Warrior Empress was Sarah Richards, albeit it was by count out, but still. War Games is taking place tonight. But that's why I like basically what's at stake is this. Well, hold that thought. So up next is Lady Danger, and of course she's accompanied by Captain Danger and Jamar. And of course that was to counteract, and of course for Sarah, you know, she brought in her husband and her brother, well, his brother I should say, to back her up, knowing full well that Lady Danger would have her man and his friend back her up. Anyway. So no, it's tonight. It's tonight. Because what's at stake is... Okay. So what's at stake is not just for the Blue Toad Wrestling World Championship that Jose holds, meaning that if AJ wins, he becomes the champ. If Jose wins, he remains the champ. But that the winner gets to face off against the winner of our next show, in which it will be between Dakota and JW Caliber. So in other words, it's a mini tournament of 4 men. AJ takes on Jose in one semifinal, and then the other semifinal is Dakota against JW, given that in the case of the latter, there's history between Dakota and JW. So that's really what the whole thing is leading up to, is that the winners of those matches face off against each other for the title, whether it's AJ against Dakota, whether it's AJ against JW, or whether it's Jose against JW, or Jose against Dakota. One of those 4 possibilities is going to happen. But that's what it's all leading to. And that match is tonight. The War Games match, that is. Match underway here. And of course, Lady Danger, you know, I gotta say, Lady Danger has definitely done pretty well for herself when it comes to her her cardio, because, you know, before she was very, very heavy, but has since decided to get in great shape and still be as powerful as she had ever been, but now she can keep up with the likes of Sarah Richards and all the other women that can run circles over her. Well, we'll see what happens if AJ does end up winning the championship and goes on to hold on to it. But really, the whole thing about making this, you know, War Games match tonight was in the hopes that it would quell the tension between AJ and Jose. So the deal was Jose and the rest of us made on Discord, where he said he put up the title on the line against you and An later, but that you could never challenge him for it should we lose. So that's what it was? Well, on the other hand, if you guys were willing to do it, and no, it's intergender. Okay, so I was reading the Discord chats, so that's why I wasn't talking very much. So basically, it extends to you and Andromeda, and not just AJ. So I see where this is going. Well, then all I can say is, for Jose, that's what he's getting if he wins. But then we now know what Ezra and Andromeda are looking for should, they be successful in helping AJ out. I see. I wasn't sure what this was leading to, but I'm happy that we clarified it before long. Back to this match, though, I don't want to take anything away from Lady Danger, who just got a code breaker for her trouble, and then a European uppercut. 1, 2, but then obviously they get nothing, and they can't challenge for championships until Jose loses. And that was something that happened when something similar happened when Kyle Young was champion, that Jose could never challenge for it until Kyle lost the championship to somebody else, which ultimately happened, but it took a while for it to happen, but it happened. Oh, just the world title, okay. And to an extent, the women's world title for Andromeda, which is understandable. All right. Although in Andromeda's case, she wouldn't be able to challenge the women's title holder because, because she can't challenge. We have a men's and a women's championship. The only intergender titles that we do have, we have the Intercontinental Championship, which Andromeda is already the champion of, and then we also have the Mushroom Kingdom Championship, which Rose the Gaia is the champion of. No, the tag team titles and the world championships are the only titles that are not gender exclusive. So I want to at least clarify that part. But aside from that, though, congratulations to Sarah Richards, as she does get the pin over Lady Danger. So while Captain Danger makes it to the next round, Lady Danger was not so fortunate. And for Sarah Richards, for her efforts, she moves into the quarterfinals to face off against Chun-Li when we get there. Let me catch up on the chat. Hold on. And I'll also give them a shot at your titles, too. For the Cyberspace World title and Emma for... Well, I mean, of course, but then again, that's your show, AJ. I mean, you could have done that for free either way, though. Oh, I have Colton and Isabella as a team, and I have you teaming up with Xander and Azrael. I have you teaming up with them, unless you want me to move you over to Desolation, which is which is Atticus's group. I'll make the arrangements, of course. But aside from that, let's move on. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. And I'm not sure if Jamar is still in the chat, but I'll let Ryo's Guardian know that he's up next. And it will take place in an Iron Man match. So I'll just get right into that match right now. So Jamar and Ryo are going 15 minutes. But yeah, normal tags are also not intergender either, except for the mixed tag team title, which it's really its own thing though. Oh, all right. Let me get the 4 people per. Oh, so you have a 4-person team. You know, I could probably do that. There's all right. So we have. Well, I don't have Riker. That's the only person I don't have. But it's you, Colton, and Tomura. Okay. But yeah, Riker's the only person I don't have. But I can. But I don't mind putting that team together then. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but of course AJ has been busy with work, which is understandable because I've been busy with work as well. All right. So until then, that's where we are at. So making his return, accompanied by Wally, is Jamar.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Walter Johnson, representing the Shield from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 170 pounds, Jay Crusher.
Yeah, so I have.
And his opponent, accompanied by the Gladiator, Prince K.
I'll have to make. I'll see what I can do to make that work, though. But of course, I've been busy with work like up until recently, so there's that. But as it is, there you see Ryo in the red and white, and of course he is accompanied by Kaiser Hart Jr. mainly to watch his back as Wally's going to watch over Jamar. And really, if there's any 2 guys that can go 15 minutes in an Iron Man match, it has to be these 2. And normally I wouldn't do this, but of course I will show off the HUD. All right. I'm just making sure I have. There we go. All right, cool. Nice. All right, now we go. Welcome back, Ty. But yeah, because this is an Iron Man match, we will have the HUD on just so we can keep track of who is in the lead and whatnot. Well, I also have to give credit to. Well, I gotta be honest. I didn't create the character. I just simply found a guy surnamed Jamar, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just use him. And plus, he looks fly enough as it is, so I'm like, hey, let's just make him Jamar. You know, like let's make him you. And I just thought, yeah, he looks pretty fly, and I'm like, you know, because you are cool like that. So that's kind of where, so I can't take credit for it. I can only take credit for the fact that somebody else made it. And I just utilize that. Well, hey. Well, Sarah, if you somehow do win the Queen of the Ring tournament, then there's no doubt that you'll get the shot. Okay, so you can have it. See, I wasn't sure about that even, Sarah. This is the type of character that you would probably make if you were made in the game. Okay. Well, I'm happy that that's the case. Otherwise, I would have just waited for somebody to make you and then be like, all right, let's get your new look. But no, I'm happy that you like it. But just know I didn't make it. Somebody else did. Like, I don't want to be a plagiarist, you know, as they say. So right now, Jamar and Ryo are currently at 0-0, but it's still close. It's under normal match rules, hence why there are managers out there. Oh, wow! Okay, that was a pretty sweet move. I've never seen Jamar do that before. But Jamar adding a new wrinkle to his offense. Although I'm not sure what Jamar's trying to do. Okay, now Jamar, a moonsault. And so far, Ryo has had a bit of a difficult time getting off the blocks. And a double rotation suplex, or moonsault. 1, 2. No. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I know I'm in a tournament. That is true. That is true. I mean, there's nothing against, you know, challenging her when it's a bonus match. And in fact, do I even have you on? Yeah, I have you on the list for the bonus matches. No, wait, I'm sorry. The current champion, however, is Carmelita, actually, as she had beaten Alicia to be the champion, though. But when Alicia was champion, yeah, that would be awesome, though. Oh, so you want to challenge Alicia for the possibility... Oh, I get it, to move up the rank, so to speak. I see. I forgot about that. But hey, you can still challenge Alicia or Warrior Empress. Much in the same way that you were, you know, that you had a fight earlier in the UFC, and that was to, quote, move up the rankings. So I have no issue with that. Or face off against Carmelita. I have no doubt that Carmelita will answer your challenge if you decide to challenge her instead. Well, so far, no pinfall has been rendered yet, or any submission, so to speak. And then, oh, wow. I got to still come up with a name for that move. Let me see. Jamar, I'm not sure if you like pancakes or not. If you do, I have a name based off of that, which would have been the pancake flip. But then again, I'm not sure if you like pancakes, so probably not. But a no holds barred match, I'm cool with that. Oh, I see. You want to fight Alicia and then face off against Carmelita. Okay, I see that. Oh, for crushing Kelly? I'll have to look and see where you are ranked. But I'll say this, though. If there's one championship I have no issue with you challenging for, it would be for Andromeda's championship, given it's the Intercontinental Championship, and really you're ranked high enough to where you could challenge for that title if you really wanted to. And as that happens, Jamar is in the lead 2-0 over Ryo. And Ryo's going to have to come up with something right now, because right now Ryo is off to a bad start. But I'll have to check the rankings, though, Miss Crushing Kelly. And a moonsault onto Jamar. And then, well, he went for another one, but was a bit too short on that. And then, uh-oh, Ryo. A drop kick to the back. Although, and I also had to keep in mind that, you know, you're a big fan of the Atlanta Falcons, so I was also thinking of, you know, Atlanta Falcon colors. Oh, okay. Oh, now we got something here. All right, let me... Wait, do I have Alicia? No, let me put Alicia on the list, too. Let me put her on the list. 1, 2, and Jamar is up 3-0. And I mean, right now he's in the lead 3-0 against a former one-time Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion in Ryo. But then Ryo missed. Something's off about Ryo in the sense that my precious. 1, 2. Well, now Ryo finally gets a pin. Although Jamar... Well... Ooh. Forearm to the back, and then another one. And then power bombed. That would be for Sarah's bonus match? I see. But I have you on the list either way, Alicia. And of course, but of course, as always, we might not be able to get through all the bonus matches. Well, mainly of those who didn't already have a match in the main card, to be more precise. So somebody like, say, Griffin, who's on the list, and Revy, who's also on the list, already had matches on the main card. So there's that. And same thing with AJ, since he is in a match. As an example. 1, 2. All right, Jamar is up 4-1 over Ryo. Goes for another pin after a shotgun dropkick. 1, 2, 3. 5-1. Oh, well, hey, you're allowed to have that. Although I did put, well, Diamond, of American Gladiators Diamond, and Laser and Ice already on the list, and then I have you as Warrior Empress, though, but otherwise, yeah, I already had them on the list. It's all good. But as it is, little, a gourd buster or an inverted suplex, whatever you want to call it, but an inverted suplex to Ryo. And now Jamar, wow. I believe Jamar calls that the final cut, mainly for the fact that he did get cut when, when he tried to when he tried to qualify for the Atlanta Falcons one time. I mean, eventually he made it onto the team, but he still remembers getting cut as the final cut in what would have been his rookie year back in the day. I'm saying just in case I miss it due to falling asleep. I understand. If you want me to contact you, if that's what you mean, then I can do that. Because I know that not everybody likes that, like me contacting them when it's their turn. And by they, I mean multiple people. All right, now both guys are outside. Ooh, knee right to the face of Jamar. Well, if Ryo's going to get back in this, he's going to have to string in a couple of falls, as Jamar just got smashed into the post. And Ryo decides to go out. Maybe it would have been a better idea to get at least one fall via a 10 count. I may not answer when I have my phone off. Oh, I see. So you were just saying that in general, which is understandable. All right, now, Jamar on top in more ways than one. Oh, my God! A frog splash off the top rope on the floor. I mean, the huevos it takes to do that. You have to have a big set of huevos to do that, but he does. Does Jamar. Well, anyway, I will say that we're at our 6th match. We still have, 2 more matches and then the main event, obviously. And up next is going to be Diamond Sky against Tiffany Black in the Queen of the Ring. And a pin. 1, 2, no. And now both guys exchanging punches and blows, but right now Jamar has the upper hand in terms of falls. Or decisions, if you will. Both guys just throwing punches, and yet we have another 5-star match. So even though Jamar is up by 5 falls, the fans are still appreciating what these two men are putting together. And then a knee right to the face of Jamar. Now he pulls him away from the ropes to make a pin. 1, 2, and Jamar kicks out. Although Ryo gets a hold of Jamar, and the Dragon Dominator. 1, 2. All right, 6-2 in favor of Jamar, but the clock is running short. He's going to have to string a couple of falls if he's going to win this, but Jamar not going to give him that chance. 1, 2, no. Although Ryo gets him for another Dragon Dominator. Another quick one. 1, 2, 3. 6-3. And then a shotgun drop kick. 1, 2, and now it's 7-3. Oh, nice counter by Ryo. And, oh, nice code breaker onto Jamar. 1, 2. Now it's 7-4. And then a moonsault immediately goes for the pin, trying to close the gap. 1, 2. No. Jamar. Both these guys are busted open. And then a tornado DDT, but that's the end of the match. The Canadian, oh, he calls it the laser beam. Oh, that makes sense because he's a laser. Well, I will say that, Ryo, he made it interesting towards the end, but in the end, Jamar got the win. Oh yeah, that's right. The final score was 7-3. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was 7-3 in favor of Jamar. So really Jamar got into an early lead and he never gave it up. So both Jamar and Captain Danger have made it to round 3, But for Jamar will have to face off against Arkham 500 in round 3. And it looks like Ryo has suffered an injury, as did Jamar. So, all right, so I got to be careful with these guys not to overexert them. Well, both of them, that is. So next up is formerly Tiffany Sky, formerly Tiffany Caliber, but now Tiffany Black, as she faces off against Diamond Sky. So let me just get Tiffany. And, oh, wait a minute. I could have sworn I did this. I thought I had, I thought I had Diamond Sky accompanied by 2 men, not a man and 2 women. And Tiffany, of course, accompanied by her man and his son. Chris forgot to use your moveset. Oh, wait, so your friend... send me the hashtag and I'll get him. If you know what it is. That way I can get him. Or if it's the moveset. Because I do forget sometimes, because I have other things, but... Alright, let me edit this really quickly. The participants are fine, I just need to edit... Oh, hey. Although, actually, I can keep Patty. And I can keep Alexander. I just need to give Tiffany someone to watch her back. But who? I'm trying to think of someone within the family. Oh yeah, Daisy Spider. Like, Daisy, of course, is like her sister from another mister. Okay, let me make sure everything else looks good. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Now we start. I'm not sure if AJ's still watching, but I'll... But let me just let Tiffany know. Okay. All right, let's get to it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine from Dallas, Texas, the Queen, Diamond Sky.
Well, there you see her. There you see part of the DWO. And as accompanied by Patty, as well as her man, so to speak, her husband, Alexander Richards, I give you Diamond Sky. And here is her opponent.
And her opponent from Tampa, Florida, Tiffany Black.
And of course, there you see Tiffany, who has adopted the look of her love interest, Azrael Black. All right, here we go. And of course, this one is under normal match rules, so there's that. Oh, and a cheap shot right to Diamond Sky. That's going to make her mad. Nice counter there by Diamond Sky off the ropes. Nice leapfrog, but a elbow to the knee. And then a sunset flip into a pin. Nope. Dust kill is the hashtag for Chris. Oh, he's looking for a Triple H style hair, but it's locked behind the island. Yeah, that's the one thing I do find annoying, is trying to find the hair. Well, or who knows, maybe I can get it. Like, oh, wait a minute. Now going for, oh, nice counter, now into a headlock. Now goes into, oh, knee right to the head. Now countered the same way, but this time by Diamond Sky, then a leg lock. And now rolled outside of the ring is Diamond Sky. And, oh, almost used her asset, so to speak, on Diamond Sky, but Diamond Sky with the kitchen sink, but misses the elbow. And then a poison Rana on Diamond Sky in a pin. One. No. I forget if these two have ever fought each other in any sort of capacity, but so far they're putting on a wonderful match. And then a hot shot to send Diamond Sky outside the ring. And then an Inseguri onto the floor. And then goes up to the top and misses the body splash. Big mistake. But then a wheelbarrow face, a wheelbarrow stunner, I should say. I can't talk. Then a kick to the back. And then set, well, close to the announce table. And then sends her right into Daisy Spider, bumps into her. Oh, elbow right to Tiffany. and then a Shining Wizard, or a Diamond Wizard, if you want to call it that. And I don't think Tiffany got all of it, but just enough to take out Diamond Sky for a moment. Now goes for the pin. One. No, only a one. Then a Jawbreaker. But then the Crossroads, oh yeah, she definitely learned that from her brother, who in turn was inspired by Cody Rhodes, or adopted it from Cody Rhodes, that is. And then a Phoenix Splash, although I don't think she got all of it. In fact, she might have hurt herself as much as she hurt Tiffany. But Diamond Sky gets up. And of course, Patty and Alexander do not want to, lay a hand on Tiffany, given that if they do, they'll lose the match for Diamond Sky, and they could ill afford to do that. Although, wait a minute, Diamond Sky going for, well, she was going for the Diamond Destroyer, but now Tiffany. Well, whatever she was going to do, she didn't get a chance to do it. I will watch the replay tomorrow. All right, not a problem. I could always save your well, not just your matches, but both, Laser, American Gladiators Diamond, and Ice, American Gladiators Ice, as well as you. So I'm cool. But if you do come back, great. If not, we can always save it. It's always good. And then, well, went for a drop kick, but didn't get all of it, though, on Diamond Sky. And then the Diamond Destroyer. Oh, but she's not done with her yet. Well, this is the last move. I believe that was a stomp, I believe. I'm not sure. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana. What a match, folks. And I got to... oh, nice face buster onto Diamond Sky. Tiffany. A crossbody. And then tried to use the rear view, but didn't get all of it. And then... Whoa! Nice soul cutter. 1, 2, 3, and Diamond Sky wins. Wow! No, that's a diamond cutter. How about that? A diamond cutter. A diamond cutter by Diamond Sky. And as a result, the field of 8 has finally been set. There you see it, the Diamond Cutter. And for her efforts, Diamond Sky will get to go one-on-one in the quarterfinals against Mitty. So it's going to take place between 2 DWO members. But, of course, they will handle it as well as they should. But a 4.5-star match. What more could I say? I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as yours truly is going to enjoy this. And in fact, let's get that match. Well, before I start that match, I'm just going to tell you that that match will feature a very special man and someone that you are, and as well as somebody that you are most familiar with as well. In fact, let me get that guy. Hey, what's up, JW? And JW, I got to tell you, the main event, even though you're not in it, it does involve you. And I'll explain more about it when we get to it. Or if you want me to explain it now, I can. Either way is fine. But what a win by Diamond Sky. All right, here we go. Oh, either is fine. So the winner of tonight's main event will face off against the winner of next show. The next time that we do Blue Toad Wrestling, you'll be facing off against Dakota one-on-one, and win that, and you face off against either Jose or AJ. Of course, if Dakota wins, then he'll face off against either AJ or Jose. But ultimately, it boils down to a 4-man mini tournament for the Blue Toad Wrestling title. So we could see we could see AJ against JW. We could see Jose against JW. We could see Jose against Dakota or AJ against Dakota. But one of those 4 combinations is going to happen at our next Super Show. So that's really what this whole thing is boiling down to. But without any further ado, let's get to the next match. Yes, you have been summoned. And it's a King of the Ring match. Yep, Patty. Yep, there's Maddie. But it features this man. Honestly, I didn't realize how tall this man was. I didn't realize how tall Mr. Shelley was.
Representing the Syndicate from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 240 pounds.
It's a singles match. It's just you have the girls to help you out. So yeah, you have the girls to help you out. And you're facing off 6'2", and even though he calls himself the Lone Wolf, he's not alone, and he's not even a wolf. You know, he's a blue and black cat. And also there's Jen. Of course, Jen. Last time we saw her, she was competing for the undisputed, Mushroom Kingdom Championship, but. Of course, we haven't heard the last of Jen, but there you see Damian Shelley, and he looks much different as he doesn't have the fuzz on his face anymore. He looks really good. I'm telling you. He looks really, really good. But he's going up against a man who is, in every way, a mirror image of his father. And his father before him. And here he is. A man who knows me better than anyone because it is me, TJ Toad.
From Sacramento, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, TJ Toad.
And of course, I have my own backup in the form of Paper Tay. And of course, Paper Tay, out of character, she's a great friend of mine, and I could have sworn I had one other woman, but, well, of course, she's more, but again, she's a friend, so I can't say she's more than that because, well, she's already taken, but no, she's a friend of mine, is Paper Tay. So, yeah, Damien, I know that you've had your problems with me, but this time, it's not personal. It's more professional in the sense that this is part of the tournament. So now you get to face me one-on-one. And without any further ado, let's do it. Now, of course, Damien stands at 6'2". I stand at 6'5", and I weigh 275 pounds. And I just noticed that he's gotten much larger than the last time I saw him. Like Damien was in good shape before, but I'm like, bro, what did you eat to get that big? I mean, he's as quick as he's ever been. I mean, he's still a cat, like the cat that he is, but how did he get so big? Although he still gets right back up, and goes for the pin. One, nope, gets a one on TJ Toad. And nice counter by Damien. He's been training with your family in the U-Takers. So you've been adopted by the family. Aw. But I still remember, like, all the times he would hang out with, Maddie and Eric, especially in your cat forms. I still remember those times where, you guys were eating breakfast and, but obviously you got serious when you needed to be, and that's how it is. Oh, he did? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. And obviously Revy's already part of the package, so there's no explanation there for Revy. I mean, Revy was already in a match, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but Revy was in a match earlier. Hey, Wally, what's up? And while Wally didn't have a match, I still have you on the list, by the way, Wally. But he was there, and by he, I mean Wally was there to accompany Jamar and Captain Danger for each of their matches as part of the SWO. Of course, Damien has to realize that I'm still the Blue Toad. I'm still the biggest guy or the biggest Toad that there ever will be. Although right now he's trying to get me to Charlie horse on those legs. And then a clothesline onto yours truly. Oh, I forgot about Jacob. Yeah, I forgot he can turn into a cat too. Although right now, TJ just powered out and then punched you in the face. Or punched Damien in the face. And then, well, unfortunately, TJ's back kind of gave out on him. The movie Party Animals? Because I've heard of it. Or was it Animal House? I forgot what it was. So, all right, so Damien already has this match, and then Joshua didn't have a match, but so you'd be number 3. Or I'm sorry, number 2. Number 2. Let me type it in the chat. Oh, the game Party Animals. Okay. Then no, I haven't. That sounds more like a Jackbox game, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2. But one thing you don't. But one thing I have is the heart to keep fighting. Oh, it's not a Jack. Okay, cool. Anyway, the Spore Slam. 1, 2. Oh, almost got him right there. It's like Rubber Bandits, but with fuzzy animals. Okay. It's really the toughness to withstand anything that you throw at me. Now going for the Tanuki Cloverleaf. The Tanuki Cloverleaf, but nope, countered into a drop kick. Well, that power's not going to get you much through, I can tell you that. You're going to have to rely on it. The only power you may have is your Naruto powers. And we all know that, Naruto powers are at least more plausible when it comes to being practical and, fighting, much in the way of the ninjas. 1, 2, no. SWO against Jose and... Oh, so you want to do... what is it? Parejas. I forgot what it was called. It was Parejas Atómicos, or having two people that don't like each other team up. But we all know that Damien's not done. But, all right, well, take good care there, Miss Alicia. Uh-oh. Oh, a pile driver, the toe driver. 1, 2. No, he's not done. He's not done. It's the toe driver. I just gave it a different feel because I based my moveset out of character. I based it off of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orendorff's pile driver. Oh, of course, it will be just for tonight, of course. Although, nice. Again, those Naruto powers definitely came in handy, especially when it comes to martial arts and ninja moves. Although got clotheslined on the top rope. Uh-oh. Elbow. Well, he misses the elbow, does TJ. But this is another one of the best matches we've had tonight. And then face first off the top turnbuckle. And now, wait a minute. What's TJ doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got the wooden hammer a la Mario. He's got the Mario hammer. That's what he was going to call it. Or the Toad hammer. But Damien saw it coming. And now he's got the STF, and he's got it. Uh-oh. But TJ, I got to say, win or lose, you've definitely earned my respect there, Mr. Shelley. Another Spore Slam. Is that it? 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, TJ Time.
Wow. But I have a feeling that, hey, Damien, if you want to go one-on-one again, you're more than welcome to in a bonus match. But I know for certain that we have not heard the last of Damien Shelley That's for sure. And I think that really Damian definitely has earned that rest. So, but of course he didn't go down to a simple pile driver. It took that and two spore slams to finally put him down. But like I said, this is not the last we've seen of Damian. And now AJ's gonna give Damian a Pepsi and some ramen. I'm not sure if Damian eats when he's in cat form or when he's in Neko form, or like human-like form. I imagine it's human-like form because, especially when there's a Pepsi involved. So I imagine he'd be eating it in human form. So fair play to him. All right, let's get to the match that you guys have waited so long to see. Jose, AJ, one-on-one. But before I do, let me exit really quickly before I forget. Let me edit this because I know I'm going to forget if I don't. All right. So it would be oh, that's right. Vera said she couldn't finish it up. So wait, why is Vera over there? It's supposed to be AJ. AJ's supposed to start the match. There we go. AJ. I like to imagine a little. Oh, so she likes to imagine, Damien or Maddie as cats, drinking from a saucer. Well, you'd have to put the ramen in a bowl, and then the Pepsi in in a smaller bowl. But I don't know if they'll ever, All right, cool. Thank you, Wally. So yeah, Joshua would be up first, but if he doesn't show, then Wally, you'd be up after that. Either way. Okay, switch. Oh, wait, switch Mavericks. Kelly enters third. Well, Jose, I just want you to know, regardless, you and AJ start this because, well, you're the leaders. You're supposed to be. No. AJ wants you that bad enough to where you start the match. Like, you can switch all the other guys, but you can't switch yourself. I can tell you that. But let me put Ezra though. I'll give him a second to tire. Why not? Let's see. Like, I could switch Kelly, Mavericks. And I could switch Louis. And plus, Louis was the former. Oh, yeah. Well, let me switch these out, though. We go back the other way. There we go. No, really, this whole thing is between you and AJ, and if this was any other show, then yeah, maybe you could start the match fourth, and AJ could start the match fourth, but no, this thing is personal between the two of you. And before I forget, let me put, yeah, okay, so the referee's fine, alright, cool. But for AJ, it's not just for Jose Blanco's championship. It's for the fact that if AJ doesn't win, then he and the other three can never challenge for, in the case of Ezra, Jose's championship as well as AJ can't. And the two women can't challenge for the women's world title also for as long as Jose is the champion. But if AJ wins, then the championship simply goes to him. But of course, Jose would still get the rematch, like after the Super Show, which is to come. But but Atticus and Azrael can't challenge either, or any extended family. I was fine with just like Ezra, Emma, and Andromeda, in the sense that AJ picked them. No matter how old they get. Yes. Well, unfortunately, like I said, I'm the guy that makes the matches here. It's basically like if he had picked Azrael and Atticus and they lost the match, then yeah, I would have been fine with that. But that's all that it will be. So it all comes down to this. AJ, Jose. AJ, of course, has Andromeda, Emma, and Ezra. Emma, of course, isn't just fighting for the opportunity, but it is an opportunity to help Jose regain his senses, or so she says. But for Jose, it's all about power. And to that, we start the match. Or no, I take that last part back. It's all about War Games! Exactly. As much as I hate to be the one to argue and things like that. Oh, and also a good friend of ours is playing Mario Kart World Online, and that's our good friend Griffin Gamer. That's another guy you can check out. But it also but on the other hand, this goes to sell the idea that Jose is just that. 'Cause baby, he's crazy. Baby, he's crazy.
The following contest is the War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now...
All right. And also, congratulations, Diamond Sky, from the match of the night that you also had. Had a plenty of match of the night contenders here. Yeah, exactly. But now, here he is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought Ezra was supposed to. I thought AJ was supposed to start, not Ezra. No disrespect to Ezra, but did, did he overstep his bounds? What is it? Oh no, Ezra, what have you done?
Introducing first.
Oh no.
Tokyo, Japan. Weighing in at 225 pounds. The WWE Intercontinental Champion.
I did the order wrong?
Extreme Wolf.
Yeah, I could have sworn I put AJ in the 1 spot and I put Ezra in the 4 spot, but if I did it wrong, then don't tell me the game decided to do this. Well, you're only half right, Carlos. You're not the biggest star. You are a star. You're a star. But no, really though, out of character, did the game really do this? And then within character, I'm like, did Ezra decide to go into business for himself and start the match? And who's he going to start the match with? Or did Jose decide to be like, all right, if AJ's going to play this, I'll do it to him too. Let's see what Jose does. Or is he going to start? If Jose starts, I'll fix this. No worries. Where is he? I can't quite see him. It's a lot of fire, but I can't see. Oh, it is Jose. All right. No, wait. No. All right. Let's try this again. I don't know what happened there. All right. Let's fix that. I'm gonna be fair. Oh, not sure why. Okay. Not sure what happened there. Okay, AJ there. And if I did do it wrong, then that's my fault there. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, either put something else up or just stop. All right, let's try that again. And hopefully this will be fixed there. Oh, well, and that would also include Emma to a degree. Albeit Emma in the case, although she doesn't really care for championships, I'd still have to, include her since she is in this match. But otherwise, yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, hopefully we'll get this straightened out. Hopefully this
The following contest is the...
All right, let's skip that part there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. Who's starting here? Wait. It did it again. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to put... Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. Really, game? And I didn't mean to hit the button that quickly. Hang on. Well, this is so stupid. It's like, why does it do that? You know what? We'll have to start from the top here. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, no. I'll have to do it like this. So let me X out all of these guys and then start from the script from the beginning there. I don't know why. Yeah, apparently he wants you that bad. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, I'll put Jose over on this side then. Game. Okay, Jose. And then AJ. And then I think it was Arkham. All right, Arkham. And then it was the other Kelly Mavericks, and then Louis. Okay. And then, you know what? I'll put Ezra here instead. Let me put him in there, since he's just as wanting to be in. Yeah, they did. Oh, well, albeit it was under its National Wrestling Alliance form prior to, before it became WCW. It was under the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. And then the next person that wants some of Jose, although for much different reasons, in more ways than one, if you know what I mean, Emma. And then last but not least, Andromeda. So, well, Andromeda, I know they say that, you've heard the expression, women first, but in this case, you get to go last. But I don't think you'll mind that much. I don't think. Okay. All right, now let's try it. Let's try it. Let me also, while I have a chance, let me turn on the light, as it's starting to get a little dark outside. There we go. All right, so this is take 4. Take 4. Okay, here we go.
The following contest is the War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first.
Sorry. What? Now it's Louis starting. What the heck?
Representing the Hurt Business from Paris, France, weighing in at 242 pounds, Louis Lee Victor.
Oh, first it was Ezra, now it's Louis. Are you kidding me now? Come on. And let me guess, who's he going to start out with? Try in play mode? Oh. Well. Although, who is this, really quickly? If this is AJ, then, yeah, we might have to do that. No, this time it's now it's AJ now. Yeah, all right. Let me exit. I'm starting to think maybe it has something to do with the order, or the fact that 2K messed it up, as they usually do. I'm starting to think that. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna make this I'm gonna turn this bonus match And since Wally's here, I'm going to give him his bonus match. You know what? And then once we get out of universe mode, we'll try this again in play mode or exhibition mode, if you will. Hey, what's up, Primetime? So, Wally, I'm going to give you your match. I forgot what match you were going to have, or if you want to. I think the match was SWO against AJ and Jose, but I'm not sure if you want to do that, especially given that we tried this match before already, or the fact that they want to hurt each other. Or you can skip and and we'll go to the next person. It's not a problem either way. It was, and you still want that? Oh gosh. You could change it? Okay. So what would you change it to? I guess I should probably show you what matches we have to give you the full menu. This will be entertaining. Yeah, it probably would be. So of course you have your standard matches and things like that. But you have Extreme Rules, you have an Inferno match. And then an I Quit match, a dumpster match, and then all the usual things you have. An underground match, which is also fairly new, and a Bloodline Rules match, if you want to try that one too. Okay. I imagine he would. I want to see how me and AJ work as we try to an I Quit match. Oh, okay. Well, that is strictly a one-on-one match. All right, so let's get an I Quit match then. All right, so who is it going to be? Like, is it going to be you and who's your opponent? Oh, Sly and AJ against the. Well, you can't do a 2-on-2 match in I Quit rules. You could only do it in 1-on-1. Now I have to make them team up. Now I have to make them team up. But no, the I Quit match is strictly a 1-on-1 match, by the way, Wally. I probably should mention that. So you could fight AJ or you could fight Sly. But But if you want to make it a tag team match, I can make it a tag team match, or Extreme Rules. That you could do a tag team match that way. Oh, you'll pick Jesse. Oh, to be your opponent. I guess I can go with that. No, not AJ. Well, to be fair, Jesse is making his. Well, of course, Jesse has recently signed a new deal, so we'll get him a match. And with Wally. Okay, so it's you against Jesse. So the Battle of the Jackhammers. I like it. And then, of course, after that match, we will get the War Games match, and hopefully we'll get that to work finally. And the referee for this one will be Dallas Irvin. Well, since I haven't seen Mustafa Ali's current persona, unless it has something to do with being make Mustafa Ali great again, I'm not sure if that's his character, but then again, I haven't kept up with that recently. I mean, really, the only person I've kept up with really was Joe Hendry, but then again, I believe in Joe Hendry. Okay, here we go. Let me save that. Okay. No tag team. Yep, Sly is a friend. So I guess Wally didn't want to hurt Sly, but on the other hand, Jesse hasn't had a match yet, so I think that's going to do Very well. All right, so it's going to be Jesse Jackhammer making his return against Wally in our in our double main event. And that the other main event, of course, is the War Games match. So we'll do that. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had changed it or if it was the same one that he had when he got there. But that is, but yeah, that is kind of representative of him. And there he is, the Canadian Jackhammer, Jesse Jackhammer. Well, for Jose and for AJ, this will give them a chance to recover for a little bit, but also to help the others plan a strategy between now and then.
The following contest is an I Quit match. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 275 pounds, Jesse Jackhammer.
So there he is, Jesse Jackhammer. The biggest thing to hit Canada since Bret Hart. It's a good thing that, you know, my company has the budget to do these pyrotechnics, because I know some people don't like it. I know other people don't do it because of how much it drives up costs, but I'm just thankful that my company has that kind of capital to do it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Jesse's gotten a little bit big in terms of his arms. Doubloons? No, we don't. Well, there's Wally. So Wally, throughout the whole show, has accompanied, you know, Jamar. He accompanied Captain Danger. However, being that this is an I Quit match, he'll have to go it alone here. Wow. Say what you want about Wally, but he knows how to make an entrance. But I know that, you know, Blaze has, you know, the version of your character that you've had for a while. But I hope that this one helps you stand out when in Blue Toad Wrestling, that is. All right, here we go. And now both of these guys look at each other. And now they have some choice words for each other, but one thing I can say for certain is that they do respect each other. Match underway. And it looks like Jesse's off to a strong start, although nice counterpunch. Oh, well, I guess if it's those kind of doubloons, I understand. But as that happens, Jesse just got launched right into Irvin, the referee. But now Jesse Jackhammer jacking up Wally. Well, I guess it was too early to try to get him to quit, but you never know. And then tossed aside is Jesse Jackhammer. Nope. Rings the leg and then sends him into the corner, elbow. And a powerbomb onto Jesse Jackhammer. And now Wally looking to get a kendo stick. Wally. Oh, got him. And then one right to the back. I think that he got him in the back or the back of the head. I didn't see. But Jesse Jackhammer using his speed, that's what he has to use. Although, oh, back body drop, and oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but his leg kind of hit the top of that. Oh wow, what a crash and burn! But Wally's leg bounced off the announce table, and then Jesse Jackhammer just bounced off the floor. Oh. Well, let's see if it works the other way. Oh, AJ, can you see by the dawn's early light? And your hair's too short. No, that's actually perfectly fine. And then Wally says no. So every time you apply a submission or you ask the referee to ask your opponent if he wishes to quit, the match continues if your opponent says no. But the match ends when your opponent says yes. Oh, I have. Not live, but I've seen it on TV. And then, Wally. He's got him up for the wall banger, and oh my gosh, Jesse's legs also hit the top of the barricade. And Jesse says no. And then set into the gold steps. AJ, I'm just going to tell you, be careful not to continue to prod the bear. Oh, my gosh. You already made Jose mad about this match. I don't think it'd be wise to make him even madder, because I know he'll do that to you. Although, wait a minute. Nice missile drop kick on Wally. And he breaks the stick over Wally's stomach or his chest. And then, Wally. Ooh! A modified rock bottom. Now he's got the walls of Wally. No way! And of course he doesn't get him to say no. I'm trying to prove how big a crybaby Jose is, TJ. And as that happens, oh, dropped on his head. Although Wally gets right back up, though. Oh my God! Oh my God! I don't know if you guys saw that, but Jesse just landed face first onto the bottom step of those gold steps. And now, oh my God! Oh, and he powerbombed him on the steps. And yet, how is Jesse still fighting this, man? And then, oh. I know, right? How did Jesse get up from this? And how's he still doing this? Oh, now Wally. Now he gets a taste of his own medicine, but for Jesse, it's the Canadian jackhammer. And now he's going to ask the referee to ask Wally if he wants to give it up. Wally?
Yes, I quit.
Oh, Wally said he quits. Oh, no. I guess Wally just couldn't take any more. But GG's, though. I still can't believe that Jesse landed on the steps several times by Wally. And yet, he somehow manages to deliver the Canadian jackhammer. And also, let's not forget, Wally is not exactly a small man. Wally is north of 350 pounds. And yet Jesse was able to pick him up. But certainly we haven't heard the last of Wally. But Wally, I got to say, you and Jesse put on a 4-star match. And definitely a match worthy of the main event, without question, actually. So it worked out. But without question, you did pretty well, Wally, all things considered. So, oh yeah, I may as well show this while we have a chance. So we have not one but two back-to-back shows. The only real difference is that instead of it being one show, 14 matches, it's 2 shows back-to-back, but each has 7 matches, to split it up, so that at the end of 7 we'll stop and then and then we'll go from there, just to split it up a little bit. Yeah, I guess we could, Ezra. If all else fails there, I hope it works. Not a problem, Wally. Thank you for coming in. But I have to concede there, Mr. Ezra. All right, let's try this one last time. And you know what? Since we're here, let's go back to WCW. In fact, let's go back, Carlos, to WCW. There we go. Okay, not 300. We'll put it at 90. We'll put it at 90. Or what's the usual? It's okay. Okay, we'll put it at 150. Just because of the whole fact that AJ and we'll also edit the weapons while we're at it too, while we have a chance. Instead of a stop sign, we'll get a guitar. Chair is fine. Trash can. Well, I guess the trash can we'll put in a barbed wire bat. The table can stay. And then I think everything else is... Oh, wait a minute. You just gave me an idea. Maybe instead of a table... we'll get thumbtacks. And you know what? If actually, Jose, since you suggested an item, AJ, is there a certain item that you want as your signature item? Considering Jose has thumbtacks. What do you have? That is, provided it's not locked. That is. Oh, the sledgehammer. Okay, so the sledgehammer is your weapon. Well, it's already in there. All right, cool. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Triple H's sledgehammer. It's right here. Yeah, right there. All right, you got it. Triple H's sledgehammer. And there we go. So yeah, we'll go to WCW. Okay. So I'm hopeful this works this time. I'm hoping it works this time. Okay. I'm hopeful this works. That's not a bad idea. Okay. And then once again, we'll have Ezra. And then for Jose, he has Arkham, i.e., the second in command. Like if like Jose's the leader, but Arkham is the second in command of the group. And then of course we have the other. I mean, of course we have Crushing Kelly, but here's the other Kelly. And then we have, oh yeah, Emma. And then finally, Andromeda. And, oh yeah, I almost forgot about Louie. He made it in honor of Sarah and Super Stevie. Ah. Oh, right. It's Louie. Okay. Also, let me make sure that the I'll put it at Mike Rome. And since we are in WCW, that's going to be, we'll have this guy be the referee. All right, there we go. All right, finally, can we let's see if we can get this. I'll reach out to Joshua, and then Azriel, because as mentioned before, Damian and Griffin had their match, or each had matches of their own. So we'll save, and we'll skip this since we already saw it. So now we're in WCW. So who's up first? All right, so it's AJ. All right, so we got AJ. We got that one right. Thank you for throwing a bone, game. That's all I ask for. So that's one. For AJ, obviously the Triple A Mega Championship is not on the line because, well, it's all about the BTW title. And the fact that if AJ does not win this match,
Weighing in at 219 pounds, the Triple A Mega Champion, AJ.
so what I was trying to say before I was interrupted was that for AJ, it's not just for the Blue Toad Wrestling title, it's not being able to challenge Jose for that championship. Same thing with Ezra. If Jose wins this match, if his team wins. And that also extends to Emma and Andromeda for the women's title, also for as long as Jose is the champ. Okay, now let's hope that we get... Who's this? Okay, it is him. It's Jose. The, so to speak, chairman of the board. So they finally got it right.
Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Psycho Jose Blanco.
So it all comes down to this. So for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, these two can do whatever they want to do to each other. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to update my match that I had with Mr. Shelley. How stupid of me. Okay, we got that. Well, all it takes is one win to undo that. All right, off the ropes. Countered by Jose. But then Jose with a punch right to the stomach. And then AJ sent over the top rope and into ring number 1. And now AJ, well, one thing is for certain, one way or the other, this thing between AJ and Jose has been so personal that something like this is going to have to come to an end. But for AJ, he says he's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for his family. But also, you know, win or lose, make Jose suffer the way that Jose has made him suffer. And then he just slaps him in the face. I guess for all the times that he got slapped in the face by Jose. But Jose is not going to give it up like that. And now Jose using those boots. And I noticed, and before I do something about that, I will... It fits perfectly, finally, with your character. But now, of course, Jose with the rare power advantage. But then again, AJ, even though he may not be the biggest guy in terms of volume and mass, he is one of the strongest. But now we find out who has the advantage. Who will it be? And it looks like that's Arkham. And Jose gets the 8-second ride, but now AJ has to turn his attention to Arkham, so it looks like Jose's team won the coin toss. And now AJ, nope, countered. And now both guys are just measuring not Jose, AJ. They're measuring AJ as Jose and Arkham. And then a miscalculation there. There were War Games cages. Well, this is a War Games cage, but really the only real difference between this and when WCW did it for real was that there was a roof on the cage. But then when Triple H decided to bring it back, he did two things. He made the cage taller, and he made it to where there's no roof so that people can jump off of the cage and do some diving moves and stuff like that. But with the added stipulation that if you escape the cage, you forfeit the match for your team. So that's one way to de-incentivize you from trying to escape, is you're not trying to escape, you're trying to survive. And now, wait a minute, Arkham with a Spanish fly, even though he's not a Spaniard, or actually no, he's 2% Spaniard, Spanish, as much as he's 5% French. Ancestry.com. Now sent into ring number 2 is Arkham. But in a moment, AJ is going to get some help. And, well, a miss by Arkham, though. Above all is what I learned from the U-Takers. And it looks like it's going to be Ezra. And then, and a meeting of the minds. So we have a guitar. Oh, and smashed. Although I don't think he got all of it. I think he got both Arkham and AJ, and they no-sold it. And they got another guitar. And then a clothesline on Arkham. Arkham was Arkham for the moment. But now Ezra finally gets his hands on Jose. And then the Shattered Dreams onto Arkham. And at this point, neither team can pin or force the other to submit. Not until... Now AJ with the guitar. Oh, and he smashes it on Jose's knee. And then the Lions Barrage, which is that spin kick. And then what move is this, AJ? I've never seen that. Freaky spinny what? Wait. Don't tell me it's lagging. Please tell me it's not lagging. Cyber crash? Or is that what you call the move? It was for a minute? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, just let me know if it goes out, but oh my gosh, that for a moment I thought it crashed, like the stream. But okay. All right. It's been off and on. It has it? Okay, hang on. But it does work, right? I'm just curious. That's all. Okay. So it's on. All right. Well. then I'll move forward. I just want to make certain that it's not crashed. Like, I would hate to go through all of this trouble and then it crashes and then nobody says anything. You know, like. All right, so now Jose will have somebody new to come on in. See, who is it going to be? And it looks like it's going to be the prima donna, so to speak, or as some people call him, the pretty boy, Kelly Mavericks, but that would be incorrect to say because he's a California kid. And right now he's going after AJ. And then a suplex right to AJ. Then a brainbuster to Ezra. Oh, and Ezra took out both Jose and Kelly Mavericks. And a brainbuster to Kelly Mavericks. Ooh, punch right to the face. Wait, who's Jenny and Tate? Are these your kids? Oh, the low blow right to Ezra. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Ezra just got low blowed, and Ezra will not be having any kids tonight. Thank you, Mr. Cornwell, but Ezra just got low blowed. In character kids, all right. Yeah, because I know that in real life you don't have any kids, at least not that I know of. And then Ezra getting sent into ring number 2. And it looks like Ezra and Jose fight in the middle as Ezra gets sent into ring number 2. Well, meanwhile, AJ is left with Kelly and Arkham in ring number 1. And there's Emma. But let's see what Emma's going to do. And then AJ gets sent into ring number 2. Violet's going for Emma, and a poison rana on an AJ. And it looks, oh, that's, there's Triple H's sledgehammer. And meanwhile, Kelly gets the knees off of AJ. But meanwhile, Arkham is at the top and, well, delivers an axe handle. Oh, and then smashed in the stomach was Emma, and then smashed in the head was Emma with that guitar. And now Jose going after Emma. Fin de mundo. And now Emma's hurt. But in the meantime, powerbomb onto AJ. This is not looking good. Uh-oh. And now Emma's starting to fight back on AJ, or not AJ, Jose. But in the meantime, Ezra now gets a hold of Jose and then drops him. Well, even though the House have had the advantage in terms of the numbers, you could argue that the person or the team with the actual advantage is AJ's team, in the sense that Andromeda is the last to enter. And Louis will just enter straight into the match. And everybody's in ring number 2. And then AJ gets clotheslined on the top rope. Right now it's not looking good for AJ, but then again, we've seen, you know... Oh, wow! I've never seen that before! But he not only did he get AJ, but he also knocked out Jose with it. I've never seen that. It's... Oh, no, don't do this again. Wait, it's lagging again? Please. I just want it to work. I'm not... Like, come on. What? It's playing at the moment? Alright, cool. I always hate it when it does that, because it always scares me. Like, it always just... It's playing at the moment. Oh, and a smash right from behind on Arkham. Oh, and a smash that knocks out Emma and Ezra. All thanks to Kelly. And then, and a stunner by accident on Kelly Mavericks, not crushing Kelly. And then, Emma took out Jose for the moment. And now AJ's using the sledgehammer, and he used it on Arkham. But coming in next is Andromeda. Andromeda with a guitar. I did back in the old days, yes. Oh, now we have the thumbtacks. And a barbed wire bat. Oh, and now the match has officially begun. So Andromeda will have the advantage in that she is the last to enter. But then Emma going for nope. And then Andromeda gets sent into ring number 1. Oh, a pile driver onto Ezra, though. Meanwhile, inside ring number 1, it's Andromeda and Arkham. Oh, and smashes the knee with that guitar. And then Louis gets sent into ring number one, and then nice move there. And now it looks like Emma finally gets a hold of Jose. Meanwhile, Andromeda's holding her own against both Arkham and Louis. And now Andromeda fighting back in ring number one. And meanwhile, Emma is giving it right to Jose. Not like that. 1, 2, no, kick out by Kelly Mavericks. Wait, 1, 2. And Andromeda gets the pin. Andromeda got the pin, and she pinned Arkham. And not only, per the business arrangement that AJ made, like, AJ didn't have to do this, but per the arrangement, AJ is not only does he not have to worry about Jose in terms of not getting a shot until he loses the title, but instead, AJ is the champion, and of course, as per the business arrangement, you know, Andromeda, Emma can still challenge for the title. Well, the women's title, that is. But for Ezra, he gets that shot, and I imagine, you know, AJ's going to make that happen. Of course, we'll have to make that a thing, but is the rematch clause, which he can use after those after the two-part or the two super shows. So in other words, Jose can challenge after that, after those two super shows, with whoever the champion is by then. So Jose still has that in his back pocket. But for AJ finally got the revenge that he wanted. Yes, you lost the title. So AJ was willing to bet that if he and the rest of the team that joined up with him lost the match, the two men would never challenge you, and the two women would never be able to challenge the women's champion for as long as you were the champ. Whereas you were putting the title on the line. But like I said, you do have the rematch clause in your back pocket, so it's not like you're completely screwed out of it. So you still have that in your back pocket. But it's safe to say that I haven't heard the last of him yet. No. I've if I wasn't clear before, I should be very clear now that it was for the shot, or not the shot, the title. It was for the title. But Ezra says he's willing to give Jose his rematch first before he goes for it. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Jose can have that first shot. So AJ will face off against the winner of JW and Dakota, and then they'll face each other. Well, the two winner, well, AJ and whoever wins that match between JW and Dakota will face off against each other. And when that's said and done, wait, you're not waiting? Well, have a talk with Emma though before we start anything. Are you even on the bonus list? Well, even if he was, well, he was meant to have a match on the main event. Was Jose? Same thing with AJ, and even though AJ's on the list, he just got his match. Well, and you don't skip me, Jose. Uh-oh. I guess there's some people that still want some of Jose, though. He still wants it. So, I mean, I'll put you on the list, Jose, but like I said, you get the first crack at it. Post the next Super Show or pair of them. I mean, you can fight AJ in the 3 stages match. I mean, that's one thing, but yeah, to Crushing Kelly's point, cut the crap. Otherwise, she'll time you out, and she has my permission to do so, and I don't want to have to do that to you, Jose. But that's not to say I couldn't give you the match. Or maybe I can or maybe you could talk to Emma, like I said. Anyway, so first person I need to get to is Joshua. As he's the first person on the list. Let me ask him. And then if not, the first person that didn't already have a match on the main card after Joshua would be Atticus. So let me get Mr. Joshua. Oh, hey there, Carol. How are you? Or you are? Oh, well, you kind of beat me to it, but I'm happy that you're doing pretty well. Well, Jose, don't worry. You have Emma to go to, and she wants to be with you. In fact, she wants to talk to you. All right, so I just gave Joshua a chance, so I'll give him the best part of 2 minutes to. All right, so a little less than a minute to go, and then if not, I'll go over to Atticus. Now, I do have a bit of a time limit, though. Well, Jose, that was the plan all along. For starters, it was my idea because there was something there between you and AJ. So no, the whole thing was my idea, obviously. And funny enough, I was going to have it in a three stages of hell match, like you and AJ, just you and him. But instead, you guys wanted war games, and I was like, all right, we'll do that instead. But I'm also going to do the same thing with JW and Dakota, for their teams. I'll have to ask JW like who he's going to have team up with him. I know for a fact that Dakota's going to have his guys team up with him, his friends. Oh, who is up? Joshua. But since he's not here, Atticus is up next. That would be you, Atticus. Oh, so we have all right. So Atticus. So you'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Although some people have for American Gladiators Diamond, American Gladiators Ice, and Laser. Since their owner is not here, we'll skip them. But so if we went with that, then it would be. So it's now Atticus, Joker, Carlos, Tammy, Spike Ryan, Rose, Lily, Lissa, Sarah, and then you. So right now it's Atticus. Atticus's turn. Though that's not to say he couldn't pick you in, say, a tag team or as an opponent. I would hate to be the one to insist that. No, you don't want to. Wait, no, you're not serious. Like, you really want to fight your woman? Not to say I think that Kelly can beat you. I'm just saying, are you sure you want that? And are you sure? And does Kelly want that? Or you could team up with each other. I'm fine with that too, but. You're serious? No. Okay. But, I mean, if that's what you want, I'm just hopeful that, either you don't get burned or Kelly doesn't get burned. And I don't necessarily mean, like, you get set on fire. I meant that Kelly doesn't try to, what is it that women do that they get back to a man? Wait, what happened now? No, I have you. I have you. Wait, don't tell me YouTube decided to. Please tell me it did not crap out. Please tell me. Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, thank you. It won't let me say. Well, then it's probably a good thing we don't know what you were going to try to say. Okay. All right, let's see. Then in that case, let's find a good place to go to. Let's see. What's a good place to have an Inferno match? Let's see. Oh yeah, Heat Wave. It works. It actually fits the theme. Okay. Well, just so that we protect your skin, or as much of it as we can, I'll give you your second attire since you have most of yourself covered. And then I'll do the same for Atticus. Except he doesn't have a shirt on. So, hey. It is what it is. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, just making sure all the rules are fine. So it's going to be Atticus and Kelly. The first ever meeting between man and wife that wasn't in a mixed. Jenny, don't worry about Jose. I'll get him. You know, since I'm the boner. Or Ezra can get him since he is contractually, a contracted talent. Uh-oh, Emma just punched Jose. I think Emma's about to dominate him physically and in other ways. I can't believe she punched him that hard. But on the other hand, you could have just as easily won, Jose, or any of your teammates could have won it. Pause. But like I said, I'm willing to give you your shot. But also, you could have just as easily won and you'd still be champion, so there's that. And plus, like I said, that was the plan all along. But, like I said, I always had the thought that, okay, AJ could have easily lost as much as he did win. And wow. I got to say, the presentation looks pretty cool. I'll give you that. But so we have Crushing Kelly. Well, now we have the owner and for Crushing Kelly, she's the owner and proprietor of Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. Well, here's the owner and proprietor of Chaos Regional Wrestling. And then there's Mitty.
And her opponent from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Reaper.
This was the show after Backlash. Well, yes, it is. I still don't know how to feel about, Atticus and Kelly fighting in an Inferno match, given their union. No, that was the plan all along. Like Atticus didn't have me do it. It was my own doing, really. Oh, now, Jose, if you want me that bad, feel free to challenge me, either here or on Blood Moon Wrestling Federation or on any of the other shows, or maybe even AJ's show. I don't know. It's the burning passion of love. I mean, if you wanted the burning passion of love, I could have. Actually, no, on second thought, I won't do it. But it would involve it would definitely involve the SmackDown Hotel. That's what it would be. And a Phoenix Splash that missed, although the kick to the head didn't. Well, yeah, I should know you by now. Although that does sound like a song that someone else would have sung, like, if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh. Yeah, of course it's the Love Hotel. Or the Heartbreak Hotel. Well, since Kelly's left... No, well, since my baby left me... Well, I found a new place to dwell. Yeah, well, it's personal between her and me, but in a good way. Oh! Running knee on Crushing Khali. I mean, I guess this is what they do when no one's looking. Oh, wow! And one of the things that one of them does is knee the other in the head. And now Kelly's trying to burn Atticus. Not with heartburn, not with a burning love, but with a fire. This fire burns. And you know what? I actually have a match idea for Jose. Because one of two things is going to happen. Either AJ... Oh, no, wait. I forgot. AJ's already in there. All right, never mind. So the idea is... if you want to fight Emma... I mean, of course, Emma is only fighting you because she wants to help you. But on the other hand, she wants to hurt you enough to get you to realize that. Which version of Cody Rhodes do you like the best? The American Nightmare, of course. Then a spin kick, and then another one right to his face, and then, Kelly, or sorry, Atticus got up. But then Atticus showing us his athleticism, which we usually don't get to see. Because usually it's Kelly that's doing that. Cody Rhodes. Uh-oh. He's trying to... Or, sorry, Kelly's trying to... Oh, my God! And Kelly got the win. I think... Uh-oh. I hope Atticus is all right. I know he's hurt. But then, of course, crushing Kelly was right there. Well, before that happens, you got to get him an ice pack or something. Or stick him in the freezer until the burn goes away. I mean, look at the sweat. He's at a steak. You might have to make a medium rare. Oh, no, wait. I forgot Kelly's supposed to do that. Roasting Atticus on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. And folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe. Help to make the season bright. So, all right, so next up would be Joker, but now that we're getting close to the end of the show, what I might have to do is focus on those who are in the chat and just go through it that way. So as mentioned before, AJ already had his match, which, it was already scheduled, so you're good there. And so the next person up would be Joker, but I haven't seen Joker all this time. But one person I have seen is Carlos Larry himself. So, Carlos, if you're in the chat, you're up next. I'll be interested to find out what your pick is, though. Let's see. All right. All right. I'll go through this slowly so you can see what matches we have, though. Oh, wait. Let me. I believe you still have that match, but let me check to see if to make sure that all the other round matches are still done. Okay, so Carlos still has that match against Switch Gaming's replacement, but all the other round 2 matches have not been done. So you still have your King of the Ring match to save for another time. But for now, you'll have to pick something else. And while I'm doing that, I might also have to set up the final 8 as far as the Queen of the Ring is concerned, because we got our final 8 as far as the Queen of the Ring is concerned. So from here on in, we'll be focusing on the rest of the King of the Ring matches until we get to 8 as well. But that's the long-term plan. So for now, what kind of match is this? And it doesn't have to be 1-on-1. You could also do a 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 or a 3-person match, a 4-person match, a 4-on-4, or a Royal Rumble or a Gauntlet. And I have more under custom as well. So what do we have, my friend? A 4-person match? All right. I'll just go over matches that involve 4 people. So you have a normal match, a tag team match, of course, because you could have 2-on-2, a mixed gender. What else do you have? 1-on-3 if you want to do that. Let's see. An Extreme Rules match that also involves 4 people, and then these 3, it only involves 1-on-1. Same thing with a dumpster, or you could have a brawl, a normal match. All right, you got it. Let's see. Ooh, this looks pretty fly. I'll go with that. Okay. And then, all right, so you said a normal match, so we'll go with that. So a 4-person match. And let's see. Oh yeah, let's get Dan Engler on this. All right. So, in addition to yourself, because I know you're going to go with yourself. I mean, there's no that part is not a secret. So there's yourself. But then, who are your opponents? And you can pick anybody. You can pick any of the WWE people, any of the superstars of Blue Toad Wrestling if you wanted. And I'll go through these. And of course, there's Colton if you want to fight him. Crush of Demolition or Cruz de Toro or D'Lo Brown. Devon Dudley or or I have the Hex sisters. I have Dahlia and the other one, Daisy Spider, Dakota, and then this one I made for Dragonheart since he needed a version, but I couldn't give him this one though. Blue Toad people, all right. Then let's focus on that. There's AJ, although I'm not sure if AJ wants to fight again, but hey, you can pick him, or you can pick Jose. There's Alexander, there's AJ's friend, Amethyst Flames, there's Andromeda, Angela, Arya, Arkham, there's Atticus, even though he just got fried. There's Azrael Black, Atticus's brother. Wait, uh-oh. He picked you. He picked you. Oh, boy. I have a feeling that Jose's going to get him for that. And then Isabella's offering her services, so if you want her, you can put her in there too. Okay, so you have CM Punk, and then I have Punk the Ripper, if you want to fight him. Or Punk in his prime in 2011 or 13, or when he was much younger. Or back when he was in the Indies, you could fight Punk there. Or at SummerSlam 08 or 13, back when he had the and at 13 he had the what do you have? He had the Wolverine sideburn. So if you want to fight him, you could. Or at WrestleMania 29, and then we're back to where we were. Okay. Oh yeah, Damian Priest. You could. Oh no, wait, I forgot. You didn't want to fight him. I forgot. Oh yeah, Damian Shelley. You could fight him, or Diamond, who is from American Gladiators. If you want to fight her, or Diamond Light, or Diamond Sky, or Ty. This is his character. Or Dragonheart, his son, or his daughter, or Emily Elvis, or Emma. You could actually put Emma in this if you want to. Damian Shelley. All right. So we have Damian Shelley. Well, then who's the fourth? Okay, so we were at... oh, yeah, that's right. We were at Emma. And oh, my... May I fight Carlos? Well, in that case, Isabella, what I'll do is I'll put your name on the list. I'll do that for you, Miss Isabella. I'll put your name on the list, but on the other hand, do you really want to get involved with Jose and Emma's, troubles? But on the other hand, this is Carlos's match, so but hey, he could have picked you. He could have picked you. But by the way, this is what Isabella looks like. So do you want Isabella, or do you want or Emma, or replace Damian with Isabella, or Jose with Isabella? I'll let you think. So we can keep it as is. Let me change this here. So we can keep this as it is, or we can switch one of them out for Isabella, if you want to put Isabella in there. Wait, replace state. Oh, I think you meant. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll put. All right, let me take out Damien and I'll put Isabella in there. I think that's what you meant to say. But I know what you meant to imply. All right, so Isabella can take Damien's place. I mean, Emma's already in there. All right. And, all right, everything else looks good. All right, cool. I think really the only thing I need to do is, well, I mean, of course, we already have Jose's whole thing, although we didn't get to see what it looks like without the cage obstructing it. But this is one fall to a finish, so it's not an elimination match, though. Though I do have a custom rule set for an elimination. So I have to think that with Jose and Emma to an extent, in the moods that they're in, I imagine that Carlos and Isabella will be in, either one of them get in between those. And there she is with the mask on. I will say this, though. Oh.
First, from the Queen City, Emma!
You know, I might add a stipulation within this, and this is between